Our vision at Jackson EMC is to be the best forward-thinking, innovative energy supplier, providing a friendly and fulfilling work environment. And for several years, we've all heard and been a part of our strategic planning process, which is how we take a good look around at what we have and what we think we'll need so that we can achieve our vision. And for that strategic planning process to be effective, we must use multiple input sources, like employee engagement surveys, focus groups, and small group meetings to discover the areas where we can improve and become better, faster, and stronger. Technology is one such area. Technology was identified by Jackson EMC employees as a top area where we had to improve. Our employees told us what we need: mobile workforce solutions, better employee technology, like replacing paper forms with digital solutions, improved technology for members like mobile apps, billing portals, and estimated times of restorations, improved IT training and services. And in order to accomplish those things, we needed to review our overarching philosophy and guiding principle so that future technology could be seamlessly implemented into our systems. So in 2015, the Strategic Initiative Team focused on Jackson EMC's internal technology and systems was charged with developing a top 10 report on technology trends that Jackson EMC needed to consider in order to achieve our strategy and vision. But that team came back to the steering committee with a top 9 +1 report. And the +1 was the recommendation that we had to evaluate our current philosophy of using a best-of-breed approach compared to a service provider or enterprise solution. For years, our technology philosophy was to leverage a best-of-breed mentality with the different areas of our business, meaning we found and implemented the best technology and solution for each business segment. But what happened when those different segments needed to talk to each other and share data? What happened when some technology was upgraded and others were not? Was this best-of-breed approach really the best way of operating from a technology standpoint? These questions made it clear an evaluation needed to happen first, before we could move ahead with the other items on our top 9 list. So a new team was put together to analyze and make recommendations on how we should move forward with our technology needs. This was a big philosophical fork-in-the-road moment for Jackson EMC. It became very apparent that to improve technology at Jackson EMC, we had to ensure we had the right philosophy and systems in place. And so the team began their analysis.
Our mission was to look at our largest software systems, we call it our enterprise software systems, and to decide if we need to keep doing what we're doing, which is a best of breed in each area, or look at a different solution, which would be a service provider that would come in and take care of all of our software needs under one umbrella.
We were charged with looking kind of forward at how we would do things if given a scratch sheet of paper. So we looked at 2 options, which was upgrade everything that we had and kind of see what that looked like going forward. And then the other option was kind of look at something new.
Right now we have what we felt to be the best packages for each individual functional area.
So if you look at 6 of our top enterprise solutions, such as our financials package, our billing system, our GIS, our OMS, our MDM, those are all currently primarily different solution providers. We have to build a significant amount of integration between those systems to get them to talk, and that can cause a lot of issues.
If you look at our best of breed approach that we currently have and you think of it as boxes drawn on a chart, then we have dozens of lines between those boxes that represent the interfaces.
It's hard to keep it up to date and move forward. If you have one of the solutions have an upgrade, it requires some manpower to continue that integration with all the other solutions, so it puts us behind. We have to basically service all those integration points before we can proceed with that upgrade. So it's hard to maintain up to date with that best of breed approach.
When you have that best of breed, we may have the best quality of that one item, but it complicates it when you have to have it communicate with other software items.
It became evident fairly early on that although the best of breed has worked well for us in the past, that moving forward, if we were going to be on the cutting edge and we were going to be the provider with the latest and greatest and offer our customers what they want and need, we were going to have to step away from that best of breed approach. We did evaluate 3 separate vendors to meet the needs for Jackson EMC's technology, wants and wishes. All 3 of them had good things to offer.
Our team put in hundreds of hours of work, from team meetings to calls with other EMCs. We did site visits with other EMCs as well. We had a consultant that aided us in ranking the different attributes of the systems.
We met on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a week. We sat in on numerous demonstrations from all 3 of the vendors. We attended different conferences and meetings with the vendors, all in an effort to make sure that we were making sure that we were making the most informed decision that we possibly could, because we knew that this was a decision that was going to impact the company for many, many years to come.
We had 9 members on the team from all different areas of the company. We had somebody that touched each one of the 6 enterprise software solutions.
We did have people who have boots on the ground, so to speak, who do these jobs, who are day in and day out on these computers and working with these customers and working with the guys in the field. And the representation, enabled us to make a wise decision and make the best decision for everybody. The vendor that we ultimately chose was NISC, and they are able to match our vision for the future.
The decision to go all the way with NISC was clear from that perspective, strategically and financially, frankly.
Some of the major selling points was the built-in interfacing between all systems, plus the items that were on our wish list, such as mobile workforce, a work management system, prepaid metering. All those things were included in the NISC package.
It's going to provide us a very innovative technology suite that will allow us to grow for many years to come.
The system is fully integrated. It offers us the ability to give our members things that we haven't had before, a more comprehensive customer web portal. We also will have an employee self-service portal. Mobile workforce is going to be huge for Jackson EMC.
We'll have field service reps in the field with mobile devices. They'll be able to close orders. They'll be able to work in the field, and the paper will be gone. We'll have all of that ability, and in a matter of seconds, our CSRs in the call center will be able to see service orders that are going to be worked in the field. They're going to be closed in the field.
Paper documents from anywhere from purchasing, as well as routing vendor invoices. Those will be routed electronically. It's going to save on paper shuffling, the time that it takes to get an approval, and it'll help us make quicker payments to our vendors.
A lot of repetitive data entry that we do now will be gone. Once you enter the data once into the system, it'll be there.
I'm excited that employees are going to have access to data through employee self-service that they don't currently have access to. I think that's going to be a wonderful tool that employees have been asking for many years, and we are now going to be able to provide that for them.
One of the services we don't currently provide for our members is an estimated time of restoration. A lot of other utilities are doing that, and that is included in the NISC package as part of their outage management system.
Our customer base is becoming more and more technically savvy, and they expect to be able to conduct their business with us electronically.
One major selling point for me is they're a co-op themselves. They're made up a lot the way we are. They're owned by their members. And being from that world, it meant a lot to me that, they understood how we worked as a business.
Because of NISC's integration among all the systems, they require you basically to have updates, I believe it's like 3 times a year. They'll do that for us. In other words, we won't have to use a lot of our manpower to do that, so we will be staying current.
Having new software that encompasses and touches every area of the company should make us work faster and work smarter.
The decision on which software, what direction we were going is a small piece of this project. Implementation over the next 18 months is going to be the tough part. And it's going to take every one of us here working toward the same goal to make this work for us.
I think, once the software is fully implemented, it's definitely going to make for a better Jackson EMC going forward.
I think this change, this implementation, is going to allow Jackson EMC to be really, truly an innovative electrical cooperative. I think it shows that we're forward-thinking and that we're doing everything in our power to make sure our employees have the best tools and our members have the best tools to provide the best service for our customers.
It makes me feel, good as an employee that we were able to go through this process and actually, as a group, select a product that we thought would be beneficial to the company. And
This decision was a huge, huge responsibility, and none of us took it lightly because the outcome of this project is going to affect every department and every single employee at Jackson EMC on some level.
We've talked a lot about what this company's going to look like 30 years from now. And we feel like this decision has got us headed in the right direction as far as technology goes. It's going to make us more efficient as a company. It's going to help us to serve our customers better. It's going to make things easier and more efficient for our employees so that they can do their jobs.
This July, the Enterprise Software Solutions team's software provider recommendation went to the Board of Directors, who agreed that NISC should become the software provider of choice for Jackson EMC. A new strategic initiative team will be chartered later in 2017 to concentrate on how to implement NISC's technology platform. This move will affect all of us in some way or another, so we will implement this change in phases and ensure that there is extensive training for all of us. We all must understand that while change can be challenging, it's necessary in order to move Jackson EMC where we want to be in terms of technology and what we can offer our employees and members. We'll be able to provide services that both employees and members have asked for. Services like better technology and smarter systems, more automated tasks, fewer paper forms, and ultimately become the forward-thinking leader in technology that we want to be. It's important that all of us realize that we have a role in ensuring that this transition and implementation of new technology goes as smoothly as possible. Our strategic planning process ensures that collectively we help Jackson EMC become the best. And improving our technology services for both employees and members is a big part of that picture. Understanding and living our strategic planning process requires all of us. And together, we can continue to move forward our vision and constantly improve service to our members.